about to start the meeting. Okay, real quick, right off the bat, we need to decide whether this is going to count as a GA meeting. So we need to look around and decide if we think this is enough people that we can make official decisions right now.
100 people.
There's 100 people?
Yeah, that was the point. We agreed that for the last meeting, if there were 100 or more people, then it would be.
Okay, so do we have count?
Can you inform everyone that?
Okay, so last meeting, apparently they decided that 100 people will count for a General Assembly meeting.
Verify if people disagree with that, please.
About 70 people.
Anybody disagree with that?
Do we want to get an exact number? Should we bring officers 10 and count how many groups there are?
Second, if that's a motion.
Second, go sit down.
Count off.
Okay, so, yeah, everybody please break off in groups of 10 so we can count off how many people are here real quick.
All right.
Yeah, so we got...
In groups of 10. Consensus.
So you need group 1, 2,
Why don't we break off and go?
Real quick, anybody lose a pair of glasses?
Hey, could you ask about this black bag? I don't know who it belongs to.
Yeah. He said that there. We'll that in a second.
Let's actually keep that until...
Yeah.
It's a suspicious bag.
Suspicious bag.
I've been asked around.
Got you in our
Got some more people. There's a group of people.
Say have each group pick one representative to hold their hand up to be counted as 10 when we regather.
Within your group, get closer together and have one representative raise their hand.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, we got it. Go that smoothly. Yeah, on our way.
All right, guys.
Do we have some consensus that 10 people is that 19%?
Yeah. So we reached a decision. We have consensus here. Okay. Now I'm going to go over the agenda today real quick. First, we'd like an explanation of the people's mic. Technically, we aren't allowed to use this, so the police can come over at any point and tell us to quit using it. So if anybody wants to explain the people's mic real quick.
I don't think everyone can hear.
Mic check!
Mic check!
Whenever someone says, mic check, everyone around, please repeat what they say. So everyone around can hear. Okay.
Okay.
The people's mic is useful because it shows solidarity with the other Occupy movements. Also, amplification is illegal. I'd like to let everyone know that everyone here is welcome. And everyone is welcome to speak. Now I'd like to go over my fellow facilitators who are going to be helping me.
Mic check. My name is Yarrow. I will be taking stat. When we have a discussion, I'll point out 5 people. And those people will speak in turn. If there's more need for discussion, we'll put another 5 people on the stack.
We'll put another 5 people on the stack.
That's it.
That's it.
And were you? Yeah. Any of the other facilitators that are helping step forward?
Sorry.
That's fine. Right here.
Right here.
We have. I'm sorry. What's your name?
Alex.
Alex is taking notes. She will be writing down
Is taking notes and she will be writing down
everything the General Assembly decides.
everything the General Assembly decides.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, we need to schedule the next General Assembly meeting.
We need to schedule the next General Assembly meeting.
And this ensures
And this ensures
that everyone knows exactly when and where it is.
that everyone knows exactly when and where it is.
Any suggestions?
It's okay. We're not
One.
being illegal.
Please.
Mic check.
Mic check.
The next General Assembly
The next General Assembly
was determined at the first General Assembly
was determined at the first General Assembly
to happen on
to happen on
October 15th
October 15th
at 4 p.m.
at 4 p.m.
in Monroe Park.
in Monroe Park.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We've decided
We've decided
that 100% consensus
that
100% consensus
is near impossible.
is near impossible.
So we run with modified consensus,
So we run with modified consensus,
which is 90%.
which is 90%.
At the beginning
At the beginning
of each meeting,
of each meeting,
we will take a rough estimate
we will take a rough estimate
of everyone here,
of everyone here
so we can tell
so we can tell
when we have more than 10%
when we have more than 10%
in disagreement.
in disagreement.
Now it's time to explain
Now it's time to explain
the hand gestures we use
the hand gestures we use.
Hello,
Hello,
my name is Jordan,
my name is Jordan,
and I'm going to teach you about the hand signals we use.
and I'm going to teach you about the hand signals we use.
First, we have I like it.
I like it.
Second, we have I don't like it.
I don't like it.
So if anyone is speaking
So if anyone is speaking
and you don't like it,
and you don't like it,
you can go like this.
you can go like this.
And if anyone is speaking
And if anyone is speaking
and you do like it,
and you do like it,
you can go like this.
you can go like this.
Or like this.
Or like this.
The next hand signal
The next hand signal
is speak up.
is speak up.
You go like this.
You go like this.
This is better than saying,
This is better than saying,
I can't hear.
I can't hear.
Because that is disruptive.
Because that is disruptive.
Another hand signal with the spirit fingers
Another hand signal with the spirit fingers
is I'm kind of on the fence.
I'm kind of on the fence.
I don't really agree,
I don't really agree,
but I don't disagree.
but I don't disagree.
Another hand signal
Another hand signal
is direct response.
is direct response.
This means
This means
if someone asks a question
if someone asks a question
and you have a direct response,
and you have a direct response,
you go like this.
you go like this.
And one of the facilitators
And one of the facilitators
will call on you to express your direct response.
will call on you to express your direct response.
The last hand signal
The last hand signal
is this.
is this.
That means I would like to speak.
That means I would like to speak.
Make sure today
Make sure today
that Yarrow
that Yarrow
sees your hand.
sees your hand.
We're going to discuss the block in the General Assembly. We're going to discuss 2 other hand signals
We're going to discuss 2 other hand signals
during the General Assembly
during the General Assembly
so they can be discussed as a whole group,
so they can be discussed as a whole group.
and that will be block,
And that will be blocked.
which means I really do not like this.
I really do not like this.
It does not mean I don't really like it, but I can work with with it.
It does not mean I don't really like it, but I can work with it.
It means I will leave this movement if this continues.
It means I will leave this movement if this continues.
And then another one that will be discussed during the GA
That will be discussed during the GA
is point of process.
is point of process.
This
This means
you think something is wrong
you think something is wrong
in the way the system is working.
in the way the system is working,
And it needs to be
and it needs to be
immediately discussed.
immediately discussed.
So we have I like it.
So we have I like it.
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
I'm on the fence.
I'm on the fence.
Speak up.
Speak up.
Direct response.
Direct response.
And I have to talk.
I have to talk.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Now we move on
Now we move on
to proposed additions to the facilitation process.
to propose additions to the facilitation process.
I'm going to call for a consensus on each point.
I'm going to call for a consensus on each point.
The first proposal,
The first proposal,
we are all respectful of one another,
we are all respectful of one another,
the movement, and the process.
and the process.
Any opposition?
Any direct opposition?
Any direct opposition?
Okay.
Consensus!
The second proposal
The second proposal
is that the goal
is that the goal
on running these meetings
on running these meetings
is to be as efficient
is to be as efficient
as possible to get things done.
as possible to get things done.
Anybody in opposition? So long as we follow the process. So long as we follow the process. Okay. The next proposal
The next proposal
is to table items that don't have clear consensus
is to table items that don't have clear consensus
until discussing at the end of the GA
until discussing at the end of the GA
when all other agenda points have
And
been
all other
covered.
agenda points.
Have been covered.
Have been covered.
Anybody in direct opposal? The next proposal.
The next proposal,
We are all together
we are all together
and we should seek to keep discussion positive within the group.
and we should seek to keep discussion positive within the group.
Anybody in opposition? Okay, the next proposal
The next proposal
is that facilitators
Is that facilitators
and only facilitators
and only facilitators
must refrain
must refrain
from expressing personal viewpoints
from expressing personal viewpoints
during the GA,
during the GA,
and facilitators
and facilitators
will rotate every GA.
will rotate every GA.
Anybody in opposition? Okay, the next proposal
The next proposal
is for the GA to use multiple facilitators.
is for the GA to use multiple facilitators.
One,
One,
to keep the process and discussion moving.
to keep the process and discussion moving.
A second,
A second,
to keep stat.
to keep stack.
A third,
A third,
keeping eyes open
keeping eyes open
for anyone ignored or missed.
for anyone ignored or missed.
Also, a scribe.
Also a scribe.
Anyone in,
Are we missing a facilitator then?
Are we missing a facilitator then?
who's supposed to be keeping watch? Are you keeping watch?
Mic check.
Mic check.
I am Goad.
I'm Goad.
What is it? Tip check.
Tip check.
Well, you're just keeping an eye on.
Okay, I'm gonna keep an eye on you.
I'm gonna keep an eye on you.
If you go like this and people don't think you see you,
If you go like this,
I will look for you.
I will look for you.
Can that be agreed upon?
Can that be agreed upon?
Anyone in opposition?
Anyone in opposition?
Okay, the next proposal.
The next proposal.
That no one interrupts who is speaking.
That no one interrupts who is speaking.
Except the facilitator.
Except the facilitator.
To keep the process moving if off topic.
To keep the process moving if off topic.
Anyone in opposition?
Anyone in opposition?
The next proposal.
The next proposal.
Okay. The goal is
That
all viewpoints be spoken and heard.
That all viewpoints be spoken and heard.
And it is understood.
And it is understood.
Each individual.
Each individual
May not get a chance.
may not get a chance
To state their opinion.
to state their opinion.
The GA.
The GA
Focuses on proposals. And ideas. Rather than opinions. And preferences. And then the second point. And this is about us. Not I. Anybody in opposal?
Anyone in proposal?
Okay. The next proposal. Is to limit the repetition of ideas. To limit the stack to 5 people at a time. And if your viewpoint is stated. Support it with hand gestures. To leave the stack open to keep progress moving. Any in opposition? Okay.
There's an opposition.
Mic check.
Mic check.
You shouldn't put a limit
You shouldn't put a limit
on the stack.
on the stack.
While people may have different opinions,
While people may have different
we're
opinions,
not going to have just 5 people.
we're not going to have just 5 people.
I would like to address that.
I would like to address that.
I'm sorry, I didn't state the whole part.
I'm sorry I didn't say the whole part.
That after the first stack of 5,
That after the first stack of 5,
if people still have different viewpoints,
if people still have different viewpoints,
there will be another stack of 5.
there will be another stack of 5.
And this process will continue
And this process will continue
until a decision is made.
until a decision is made.
Opposition?
Any in opposition?
Point of clarification. Mic check.
Mic check.
Will the assembly make consensus on whether we want additional stacks or will it facilitate it? Sorry.
Good question. Does anyone want to speak to this?
Want to speak to this?
Can you repeat?
I blew my mic check.
I blew my mic check.
Let me try again.
Let me try again.
Still new.
Still new.
Will the assembly
Will the assembly
make the consensus decision
make the consensus decision
that we want additional stacks
that we want additional stacks
or we've had enough
or we've had enough
discussion, comments, and viewpoints?
discussion, comments, and viewpoints?
Point of
Well, we have some kind of process that or something.
Mic check.
check.
I propose
I propose
that after 2 stacks,
that after 2 stacks,
the General Assembly decides
the General Assembly decides
if we want to keep discussing the same topic.
if we want to keep discussing the same topic
Or table.
or table.
Are there any in opposition?
Mic check.
Mic check.
If we vote after 2 stacks
After 2 stacks
on whether or not to continue discussion,
on whether or not to continue discussion,
is that not almost functionally identical
is that almost functionally identical
to voting on the point in question?
to to voting on the point in question. Mic check.
Mic check.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Because further discussion and opinion might be needed for clarity and for organizational purposes we can table that to another time that we have.
Any in opposition?
It seems to me
that the proposal as made does nothing to limit our options. We can decide to table it. We can decide to have more stacks. We can decide we're ready to move it to consensus vote. All options are involved. And the larger group guides the process rather than some fixed statement that's put in place now.
I would like to point out.
Mic check.
I'm gonna take
Stack.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Mic check.
Mic check.
I'm gonna take stack.
I'm gonna take stack.
I think we've had our 5 on this issue. Does anyone else wish to speak and voice an opinion we have not yet heard?
Does anyone else wish to speak and voice an opinion you have never heard?
1. Anybody else?
Mic check. Mic check.
Another option
Would be
to let the facilitator continue discussion as long as seems necessary and productive and at any point any member of the GA can call to table a motion at which point the GA decides.
Any in opposition?
I like the original statement. I like the original proposal simply for the brevity of the situation. So that we can move on. Mic check. If we don't have an answer, in 10 different opinions, too diversified, and it needs to be tabled. Mic check. I propose that we leave it back at the original position stated by the facilitator.
That we leave it back at the original position in facilitators.
Okay. Is it okay if I ask for a straw poll? Can we have a straw poll?
Can we have a straw poll?
My straw poll on whether we have a fixed limit of 2 stacks, or whether we go with what Graham proposed. People who I just want to get a temperature of the group.
I want to get a temperature of the group.
Those who would prefer 2 stacks of 5 always. Please raise your hand.
Point of order. 2 stacks of 5 unless the assembly agrees to more. Sorry.
Okay.
So 2 stacks of men are
Okay. I'm going to do that again. Those who would prefer 2 stacks of 5 unless the GA says otherwise. Please raise your hand. Those who would prefer letting it float until someone calls for tabling. Please raise your hand. You want to get up here too? Point of process.
Point of process.
Mic check.
Mic check.
I should also remind everyone here that the stat keeper calls on you to speak. To ensure productivity. And efficiency of process. Can we please wait for the stat keeper? Before anyone else yells. Mic check.
Raise hand.
Okay. Did we come to a consensus? On 2 stacks? Okay. All in disagreeal or all who oppose, can you please show now? So we can get a count to see if that's consensus?
There were only 8 last time.
There was only 8?
Consensus, yeah.
Okay. Okay. We're in consensus then.
Okay.
Modified consensus.
Modified consensus. One. Are we? I'm not sure what we're talking
We just
about.
consented.
Yeah, we just consensus.
Yeah, so next.
Okay. The next proposal are the extra hand gestures. We heard about block. And points of process. Is anyone in opposition? For us to use these hand gestures.
I would just like to
One,
Sorry.
two.
Mic check. I would like to propose one more. And that's simply so that we can clarify each other's language and understand each other. It looks like this. It means clarify. So that we can be sure we understand. Everybody's ideas. And proposals.
Is anyone in opposition?
Is anyone in opposition?
Okay.
Is that one?
Mic check.
Is it not similar to this?
Is that not similar to this?
Direct response?
Mic check. This is to answer a question. Not to ask a question. About what someone has said. That is in terms of the actual word or phrase that is contained in an idea.
You had your hand up?
Yeah. Mic check. I fear. Block. And point of process. May sometimes be. Misused. So I'm only pointing out. These are rather. For lack of a better word. Intense gestures. And should be used accordingly.
Wait.
Make sure
Just want to make sure.
for the block signals and for the opposition signals,
For the block signals or the opposition signals.
I mean, that the group still feels open,
That-
still feels able to use it, and that they can judge when it's appropriate for themselves.
And that they can judge when it's appropriate for themselves.
Okay, the next proposal. We came to a consensus.
I just have a question. What was the I-6 signal? Is that the same as what was the I-6 signal?
Mic check.
check.
What was the I am 6 signal?
What was that I am 6 signal?
Keep talking.
Is that a concern about this proposal?
Is that a concern about this proposal?
Yes, I guess.
Yes, I guess.
What? Okay, 1, 2.
What I believe she is asking about. What I believe she is asking about is that the medical team. Sent out signals. And I am sick. Is this above your head? Which is very similar to a block. Is that what you were asking?
Yes.
2, 3. Mic check. 3.
I just wanted to point out. That's like not for General Assembly.
Okay, the next point.
Wait.
This wasn't really addressed.
Yeah, it wasn't addressed.
Legitimate concern. Can we take a consensus on whether or not we want this to be our block symbol? All in favor? All opposed? Okay.
So, should we discuss? Or table?
The next proposal is if we are going to discuss this, or table it for the later at this meeting or the next meeting. All in favor of discussing it now? All opposed?
Who's here from the medical? Can you take one again?
Okay.
Mic check. I believe we can come to easy consensus on the hand signal for point of process. As well as the hand signal for point of clarification. And I'd like to propose we do so. Before worrying about block.
Any in opposition?
Opposition.
Good. Points passed.
I think we agreed to consider.
Yeah, no, we agree. Yeah, we agreed to consider now on the block.
So it's being tabled.
No, block's not being tabled. Now, if we could get hands for people who want to discuss about blocks.
Still on block.
Block.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I thought we were voting.
Are we trying to decide who's speaking about wanting to speak?
We have somebody back here.
Wanting to speak about deciding about the block, or just
We
deciding?
need to have a discussion on whether we are going to keep this as block or change it.
But that'll be in the second part. Okay. Number 1.
Number 1.
Mic check.
I propose that this be blocked.
Number 2.
I was going to say the same thing.
Number 3.
Who was 3?
Someone in here.
I was 3. I don't have anything. Sorry.
Okay.
Number 4.
4.
Right here.
Mic check. I propose that this be block and that this be I'm sick. Number 5.
Mic check. I agree agree with his proposal.
I agree with his proposal
Because I feel if there's the only time this will be a problem is during GA. In which case a sick person will be surrounded by friends and will be able to help tell GA we have a sick brother or sister.
Okay, are we gonna take something or are we gonna say?
Is this burning?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would propose the opposite of that. Because sometimes if you're sick, you can't put your hands over your head. And it's much easier to do this.
We got a direct response there.
Okay. We've had 1.2 stacks.
We've had 1.2 stacks.
I'm going to take 4 more people. Please be extremely brief.
Basic guidelines.
1, 2, 3, 4.
We also have a point of process.
For the process.
Hello all. I tried to start a drinks committee. I received many donations.
Excuse me. That is not a point of process.
Good.
Number 1.
Mic check. The original proposal. On Sunday's General Assembly. For this signal. As I am sick or I need help. I believe was originally intended for a situation where we are all possibly marching, or possibly there is police.
Possibly there's police interference.
And in that case, I believe this signal would be more appropriate than this signal.
I have a process suggestion. Can we ask 3 people who feel strongly about this? Excuse me. I have a process suggestion. Can we ask 3 people who feel strongly about this to sit down and bring something back to the next GA?
Table this immediately. I propose we table this discussion for the General Assembly this Saturday.
All in opposition? Okay. The next proposal is to refrain from clapping.